Hey, I know there hasn't been much in the 8-inch tablet market, but we got the Headwolf FPad 2 sent out today, and it goes for just about $110. Here's everything that comes in the box, and this does not have fast charging, unfortunately. There is a screen protector that comes pre-installed on this, and in the front you can see the speaker on top, the camera on the side. The back is just textured, and the camera is slightly protruding, not that much, on the back here with the flashlight. On the right side, you've got the volume keys, power button, and reset button. On the bottom are two speaker grills, even though it looks like a really long speaker. It would be nicer if they had one speaker on this side, on the right, and one speaker on top. But on the top, we do have the USB-C port, a headphone jack, and this is where you can get to the SIM tray and the microSD card slot. I put my SIM in, and unfortunately, I'm stuck at Edge for T-Mobile. Technically, it's Mint Mobile, but regardless, I'm barely getting a signal here. Well, not a signal, but my internet is super slow. I'm getting 0.18 download speeds, 0.18 megabytes, and then 0.08 upload speeds. That's horrible. Only for international users will you get 4G LTE apparently, but for the US, it's not going to work well. And I did make a call in here. The call quality was terrible. I had a hard time hearing the other person. They said they could hear me just fine, but I couldn't hear them, and this was in the same household. If you're looking at using this for your SIM card, I would definitely pass on this. There's better options out there. For everything else, the show must go on. This is a 1280 by 800 display, and it doesn't look too pixelated or anything. Thankfully it's IPS. It's not laminated or anything, so you can definitely tell that there's a gap between the screen and when you touch it. Videos are going to be capped at 480p due to the wideband level of being L3 on all platforms except for YouTube. And just real quick, I know 8-inch tablets are kind of scarce in this market, in today's market, but here's the other one here that does have a wideband level of L1, so you can watch videos at 720p HD. And just side by side, you can tell it's kind of night and day outside of the screen resolution. I mean, that's kind of hard to tell the video quality sometimes, but what you can tell is that this Nokia T10 tablet has a laminated screen and it just looks better overall. The only good thing is that the speakers were kind of loud on the side. I just wish they did emit from both sides instead of just one, because it does feel kind of weird it emitting from one side. It feels more immersive and enjoyable if it's on both sides. Not all is bad though. Basic tasks are okay, like web browsing and whatnot. The only thing is I do notice some hiccups here and there, more likely when you open up the tablet, but it does kind of lag a little bit for a little longer than I'd like it to be. I mean, everything looks pretty much buttery smooth. Not buttery smooth, but everything looks smooth overall. So, can't complain there. In terms of the Geekbench score, it got some pretty low scores, as to be expected. Nothing too surprising there. The single core score was around 350 and multi-core score was around 700. The compute score was super low at 97. Really disappointing numbers, actually. First game here is Roblox, and the frame rate doesn't really seem that smooth all the time. It's a little better than expected. And I guess you can say this is playable. I also tried the One Piece Treasure Cruise or whatever game that was in 3D, and it just keeps crashing. Like the whole tablet freezes up. So this really can't handle too many games, but some moderate 3D games can work, especially ones that are optimized for low-end tablets or devices, like Call of Duty. This tablet seems alright for what it's worth. The battery life seems kind of promising with the 5500 mAh battery. It's not too well optimized because I've had this on for pretty much 2 nights and the battery has depleted quite a bit. Maybe that's expected for some of you. But there is a tablet that has a better battery life and it's better in almost every way, which is the Nokia T10 right here. This goes for just a little more, but I think it's worthwhile, mainly because you can game on here. You can watch videos at HD, 720p, among other things, and the battery life is better. It's not even on right now, but yeah, I'll have a link down below for this, as well as this one too, because you can at least put a SIM on here. There is an alternative one that has a SIM slot for this one, SIM support, but it costs more, so keep that in mind. And then also, I'm going to be checking out the Fire HD 8 and 8 Plus, so be sure to subscribe for that, and I'll see you in the next one.